Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center to prepare for a d4 pawn push, where knight c6 helps control both the d4 square and the e5 square. d4 offers to trade a center pawn for the c5 pawn in exchange for more control of the center and quick development. C takes d4 gives black 2 central pawns versus 1 central pawn for white. Knight takes d4 recaptures the pawn and activates the knight in return for having 1 central pawn versus black's 2 central pawns. e6 controls the d5 square and allows the dark-squared bishop and queen to develop. Knight c3 defends the e4 pawn and puts more pressure on the d5 square. d6 controls the e5 square and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. Out comes the bishop and into the battle. The opening development is progressing well. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the opposite side of the board normally leads to a sharp attacking game. Good job bringing your queen out early to build a solid position. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This moves the queen to safety. This threatens to kick a knight. This kicks a knight. This offers an equal trade of pieces. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. This threatens to kick a knight. The pawns are advancing, aiming straight for the king. This move puts the knight on a safer square. The game is still close to equal, but white lost their advantage. Black keeps the momentum, moving the pawns forward. This allows the capture of a knight to win material. This captures a free knight. This threatens to win a bishop through a fork. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. This misses a better way to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. This misses an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. The pawns are advancing, aiming straight for the king. This allows the opponent to win a rook by eventually trapping a piece. This overlooks an opportunity to win a rook by eventually trapping a piece. Takes back. That bishop was free for the taking. This blocks an attack on a pawn. This wins a knight. This defends the attacked rook. Capturing that knight wins material. This wins a pawn. This is the only good move. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This wins material. This moves the queen to safety. That pin will win a pawn. This defends the attacked pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. This is the only move that works. This defends a vulnerable bishop by pinning one of its attackers. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This is an equal trade. This is not the right idea. Right on target. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. The pawn is now adequately defended. This is a fair move. That was a free pawn. One of the best moves. This steps away from the checking rook. That's fine. This kicks the checking queen away with a pawn. This blocks white's pawn. This wins material. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. Very precise. This is the only good move. This blocks the check from an opposing rook. White can win material through a fork with the right follow-up from here. This steps away from the checking queen. White will be winning material with that fork. This threatens to force eventual checkmate.